SF, and it's worth it. It's worth it with this year. Kind of responding to the fact that TI is tank. You know what?
Yeah.
Well, you know, we can play this game.
Both offlaners really having a good time though. General as well as the puck, level 4. Looks like Veil of Discord are going to be the build for the puck, and probably it's going to be phase boots and soul ring on the other underlord. So the popular flavor these days. I still gravitate towards the arcane boots myself. I think there's a lot of merit to the phase soul ring.
Yeah, you know, I could see it. I haven't seen it yet. But maybe like 8 soul ring. I feel like that's a pretty edgy option.
The offlaner takes a tumble. Lil gets credit for the kill. Beautifully done. Just waiting for that opportunity where the puck uses that orb. It's a little bit too hasty.
Oh, that's a hard kill. That's gonna. Oh, but they killed the under. That's huge.
Yeah, doesn't even try to run for it. Feels like impending doom was coming, and just stands his ground. Not going to be able to find anything there. So good stuff for the Tiny. You know, it makes that puck death hurt a little bit. That's for sure.
Yeah, this is Tiny's going for like the farming build, max tree grabs. Then it's serious.
Up top again, the puck uses the orb, and Lil not going to be there. Okay, there's still a phase shift, but I thought that might be yet another opening.
My God, actually the Underlord just killed.
Yep. And respawned. And look at his build too. He skipped Pit of Malice completely, just going for that second point in atrophy. He hits pretty damn hard.
Yeah, that's the second point today can do 11% damage reduction. Oh, he can take the stack too. Man, this is a nice Underlord game.
Oh yeah, he's getting a lot of XP out of this. Soul Ring gonna be coming before too long here. Well, it looks like on the way mid. It's gonna be Hayes the TP2. Lil is right there again. They set up onto Arrow. He gets the stun off, but still the right clicks as Lil takes an aggressive positioning. Blink from Queen of Pain still available, so Hayes definitely gonna survive this. But they set up yet another kill for Dendi. Shadow Fiend has absolutely recovered that early rotation and just slowly working away at those infused raindrops of Hayes.
Jeez, that was a. Oh, here we go again.
Okay, the raindrops doing a lot of work there, and Dendi maybe went in a little bit too deep. LeBron gets caught by the cast, and it will be Dendi that falls. His killing spree ended. LeBron caught the dagger from Queen of Pain, will walk back up to high ground, and they won't have too much to pursue. Arrow does connect with a stun, and maybe I spoke to him. Hayes blinks forward. Rocket flares. Arrow getting very low. They make a 1-for-1. LeBron gets credit for the kill first, but now the bad Underlord is here. He's brought down 1, brought down 2. And they'll let the Witch Doctor survive. But once again, just like the last match, when push comes to shove, it's Navi that find the better rotations. However, with that said, Jenkins, this Tiny is starting to pull away from the pack. He has been free farming away, and he is way ahead on network.
66 last hits? Am I reading that right?
Yep. 66 in 8 minutes.
What? How is that even possible? Did he kill like 2?
Well, he's got a quelling blade, Jenkins. Hello.
Oh, he killed the stack.
Oh, yeah.
I guess,
okay.
yeah. I didn't see the quelling. Right.
Yeah, there was a big fatty stack right here.
Oh.
But still, I mean,
he has double the last hits of Shadow Fiend. I'm just mind blown by 66 last hits in 8 minutes. He's just double the next guy.
And it looks like he'll go Shadow Blade first item as well. Not too far away, about halfway there.
I think if you're going for this farm people tend to go for more of the Shadow Blade because kill people out of that. Like you burst them with your tree grab as opposed to magic damage. So you don't the blink is just.
And I think when you compare the two, some heroes really benefit from the attack speed on Shadow Blade, like Dragon. That's another one I think of. He desperately needs that attack speed on the Shadow Amulet, so it feels like a value add compared to the Blink Dagger in a lot of situations.
Yeah, I think the Blink is more of a like, I want to burst somebody with my magic. Crazy, ridiculous. The tree grab is just everything. It's like you said, tiny desperate. And it benefits him too. It's not like you just...
Yeah.
Farms so much quicker, it's faster, the towers more solution.
Look at sharing is caring here, man. Dendi clearing out those stacks, almost finding his level 6 off that. Big stuff. Now down bottom. General rotated on. It's 3-on-1. The Underlord very beefy. He does have that and range out, but it's just not enough. Will does rotate down. Not able to save his Underlord. Dendi also making the rotation.
Hey, there's kind of what we talked about in the between the games when I was saying it really hurts to rotate a core 2 lane to get nothing from. Like, it's very risky what Navi were doing in last game. And they didn't get punished for it at all. But in this game, we can see that Dendi, after being so heavily farming, just straight for minute 1. But he's just a minute and a half. He's done nothing.
Yeah. Securing a regen rune is something, but not what you're hoping for. That kind of a TP use. He will have Drum of Endurance on the way. Just a couple hundred more gold. So a nice tanky item for the Shadow Fiend. Helps with his movement speed issues early on and a little. Maybe trying to find a creep or two. Really wants that level 6, of course. And then maybe that'll be an opening for Navi to put a bit more pressure on this Tiny.
Have you tried this new Shadow Fiend build with the drums and going?
I have played against it. I have not really.
It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, there comes a point where he's basically just haste, and it is not fun.
It's really, really not. I mean, I played it, and I'm like, God, it's gonna be so easy to. This is perfect. People who can actually hit raises. I mean, this isn't just ridiculous.
Down bottom again. They're gonna go in on the general, but there's a rotation. LeBron's in the front lines, pops the battery assault, and now Will doing as much damage as he can. They do finish off the Underlord, but they get the kill on Tiny. Now Queen of Pain joining the party. Nice ultimate, connects on 2, and it is a cleanup, mop and bucket style for Team Invincible. A 1 for 3. Sure, they lose the Tiny, but make out big.
Oh, they're happy with them. The Queen of Pain's gonna.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Queen of Pain really rotated this game.
Sure.
They got free. Although the OD is still free farming, but then also so is the Puck. Well, not exactly free. The Puck's doing very well for him. 42 less, 17 nice. This guy's real happy.
Yeah, I feel like we've kind of forgotten about the OD in some ways. Crystallize has just been keeping to himself, farming away, going for a survivability-based build against the Tiny so he doesn't get comboed down.
Kill a
Yep, put a Defiance and even sitting on the raindrop.
This is actually a huge kill.
Here it is. He goes in. Crystallize doesn't quite have the full item, but the combo is not enough to bring him down. Lil shows up. They're going to try to bring but Spaceship is there. Dendi also making the rotation. The hammer does secure the kill onto Tiny, but they lose Crystallize first. Now they jaunt across, and he might be able to find this raise. Witch Doctor's there, has a cask, and it's a 1 for 1. Core for core. Not the clean kill that Tiny was hoping for, but he does at least get the kill first.
Yeah, I mean, that's worth it because the OD is free farming, and it's on their side, so they're having to respond to it. Makes a lot of sense. Man. And the puck unfortunately missed the silence, so the OD was able to imprison, which let his team arrive. God, that really sucks if you're the Tiny and Puck just barely missed the silence, died. It's so unfortunate for him. That could have gone so much. Could have been a huge turning. They just killed the OD for free.
Well,
up mid, all for 3 cores.
Pressure is coming. They're going to leave Rubik up top right now to keep farming, but Will has a TP. He'll be able to join this party if need be. Looks like Invincible just sacrificed the tier 1 mid. Really no defense mounted. The rotation down bottom. Spell Amp coming out of the Shadow Fiend. Not a big surprise after all these synergy we talked about. Arrow does have a TP. Looks like he's trying to get out. Lil might be able to find him, but not quite.
Radiant are scanning.
Navi's going for the greedy play. Try to counter.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ulti out if he gets also. If this worked, they're gonna get just power for nothing. Underlord, like pings come out from Invincible. They know that they have to dive.
Yep, but Underlord, hard hero to dive right now. He's got he does have Dark Rift, so he could make this just an incredible space created type bait. He does pop the Dark Rift. He's gonna rotate through, and he's completely good. They didn't do any damage to the tower.
Keep counter pushing this because he went.
Wow, smart play from General. This is really well done. Efficient stuff going on. Again, well now if they at least they're going. But they're not set up because they probably thought he went. God, this is free. But still, I mean, Dire have a glyph here, right? And here it is. So they're going to delay this tower even more. They'll put perhaps a little bit of pressure into this tier 2. But right now, all 5 Invincible still grouped up about the top. They finally bring down the tower. General stays very far back. And now he's just going to try to slow this down. If they commit for the tier 2, sure Navi have the time to finish off the enemy tier 2 before TPing home. And they will. That tower's gone down. Well done by General. That's what we call space created, Jenkins.
That was good stuff. That's some Underlord shenanigans. That's what you need to do on the hero, in my opinion. That's where he's really good because you can play him as a skill pusher, as a hero who, as you can just Dark Rift out or Dark Rift to your team if they do want them. But then also, he's very good at fighting in 5-minute as well. So I think if you can abuse all of the sort of playstyles of this hero, it's very worth thinking. Like you were saying in the early game, I think this hero is actually a little bit underrated. I think there's so many ways that you can play him that it's very effective. Like we just saw the effectiveness of this hero being played as basically a hero who's solo dealing with split push. And most people perceive this hero to be just a 5-minute. That's not what he is.
And also a pretty efficient farmer. If he's left alone, he can clear out stacks and Roche very quickly. Don't forget Firestorm, right? It works on Roche, so
solo Roche with that. Actually.
Yeah, one of the best heroes for killing Roche, maybe outside of like Light or Ursa or somebody like that. Lone would probably use the bill also.